Hello, and welcome back to Colorless Oranges, where I share my experiences to help better yours. I'm your host, Sydney Hyatt, Cinderella, Sydney that girl. And today we're talking faith unseen. This is my third time filming this, okay? I don't want it to be recited, so I keep trying to let it just flow out of me. But the first time something happened to the SD card, second time I was in a place and people were honking at me to move. So hopefully this is the right one. This is the right take. I don't know. I lost the footage from the one that I thought was good. So let's just get started, y'all. Faith unseen. Faith is something extremely difficult, I feel, to have if you're a logical thinker. If you're like me and you're 75% deep thinker, 25% logical, there are times where the doubt consumes you, where the doubt becomes bigger than the idea. I think that at that moment when you start feeling extremely overwhelmed by this grand idea that you have and how you're going to get it and when will it happen and all of that, just choose to believe that it will happen to you. Choose to believe that no matter what you do or no matter what happens, you're always doing what's best for you. Now, I'm not saying actively try to self-destruct. I'm not telling you to try to pick apart and break down every single thing and do things that you know aren't going to get you to where you dream of, where your faith is leading you to. I'm just saying, if you made a right turn and you felt like that was the right thing to do, and later on you realize something, it is what it is. This for me is extremely deep because I have this fear that where I'm going, I'm going to be alone. Right? And then alone, I mean, I don't care about having a partner or something next to me or whatever. I'm talking more about my family, which if you know me, then you know my family is like the number one thing that's around me. And there are people who have created their own families, right? People who have children and stuff, and that becomes their own family. But at this very moment, my family is my mom, my sisters, my brother, my fathers. And for me, it's the fear that the people around me aren't going to make it. And the more that I think about it, the more that I talk about it, the more that I realize that you can't force anybody to be successful. If what they want to do is what they want to do, then that's on them. It's their version of success. It can't be your version of success. So I'm not placing my expectations on those people. I'm just trying to help them become who they want to be. And someone recently told me, if they don't want to go with you, they don't need to or whatever, but they do. And I know that they do. And I just try to give them the routes into getting there. And it's difficult to watch people self-destruct. It's difficult to watch people fall asleep. It's difficult to watch people not understand that their actions and what they're doing now will affect them in the future. And it'll prolong them from getting to where they should be. It consumes me a lot because these people that I mentioned are extremely close to me. They're my number ones. They're the reason I just feel love, they are the reason that I understand what true love is, what real unconditional love is. It's through the love that I have for my mother and my brother. These two are like my number one on my list, and seeing my brother not do certain things or at a certain time when I say is what hurts. And I realize it's not when I say, it's when they feel. It's when my brother realizes that he needs to do something, or when my mom knows that this is time and it's on their time. It can't be on mine. As much as I want it to be, as much as I'm trying to follow their own path and help them with their own things, it's not on my time. It's not when I say. I've had to learn to release control. To have faith is to lose control. Is to let go of control. To have faith is to choose that something for the greater good is going to happen for yourself. Just like you can choose to be afraid of something. I actually posted that today. That it's so crazy because I feel like I'd say stuff and my little agent on my phone is like looking for memes for me to repost about what I'm going to talk about. And I didn't even write it in my notes or anything. So I don't know how it did that, but Lord behold, there was a freaking post there talking about faith and fear is the same thing. You just got to choose which one you want or something like that. And it's true. Just as quickly as you can choose to be afraid of what could happen, of taking that risk, is the same way that you can choose to have faith that it will work out for you. It's about believing in it as deeply as you believe in the fear, or more than you believe in the fear. I believe that we will be successful, and I just got to stick to it. Let go of my reins of like, this needs to happen this day, and this is the deadline, and la 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 la. Because I don't put that on myself, you know? Like, I didn't know. I mean, we always know, you know? Faith is a feeling. Faith is a belief. It's very hard for us not logical thinkers, but our logical thinkers. This is for our logical thinkers, okay? The people who are literal. I am studying to be a lawyer, so I'm going to take the LSAT. And in taking the LSAT, I have to get a tutor because I don't know what to expect. I don't know anything. You know, in the school that I'm at right now, they're not really built on helping people transition from their school to a law school. So I had to like outsource and figure out how to get there. And in doing so, I matched with the tutor, had a lesson. We went through 3 separate questions. First question I got wrong on the first try, got it right on the second try. Second question, I got it wrong on the first try, wrong the second try, right on the third try. The third question, I got it wrong on the first try, wrong on the second try, wrong on the third try, and I gave up. I was like, yeah, this is not for me. I was like, I didn't like the tutor. I didn't like his technique of trying to teach me this. I didn't like anything. And clearly I wasn't learning or grasping what he was saying. He tried to help me understand that, like, this is my first time even seeing any of this, so I should take it with a little bit more grace and stuff like that. And while I do understand that, I know what kind of a person I am. I know what kind of a thinker I am. And this is going to be a task. Okay, this is going to be something that I have to actively try to be different from myself, right? So you can tell me something and I'm going to see it in my way. I'm going to perceive it in a different way than what you say it. I don't take things literal. That's why I'm so good at understanding people when they're crying and they're yelling and they're cursing people out. I can hear what they are saying because I genuinely feel and hear things a little bit deeper. I'm not just surface level. Like, you told me to pay $35. I'm going to think about, okay, well, what about parking? What about gas? What about whatever? You know, I'm thinking a little bit further. This test does not require that. This test does not ask you for that. This test is literally black and white, cut and dry. And it's like, all you have to do is just read and answer. But it's not just for me. It's hard because I don't know how to just turn off that switch of this is this easy, you know? Things aren't that easy. Things don't come that easy. So I feel like there's always a trick behind it. There's always something extra. There's an added layer to it. There's something deeper than this, you know? I try to add my own reasoning to certain things. But I'm realizing that's not what they need. And so I left that tutoring lesson. It was for an hour and I left in 40 minutes. I was just like, I can't do this. And I went to my mom and I just broke down crying because I just felt dumb. Like, how can I do something that's that easy? And, you know, words of encouragement always help. Just like I was talking about releasing control, and there were so many people that were like, you know, giving me their experiences and helping me understand how they work through things and stuff like that, which definitely helps. I like talking to people. And you guys encouraging each other or whoever, you know, it's always nice to let people know that you are inspired by them. It's always nice to tell people what you notice about them, just in general. It kind of pushes them to keep going. And for me, having that conversation with like releasing control and stuff like that really helped me like a lot. And it helped me, and my mom helped me too, like helped me realize, you know, I don't know about this. I've never taken this test. It's not like it's something that I've done over and over and over. It's not something that I've even studied for or that I understood until at that moment. You know, it wasn't even during during the quiz, the questions that I was taking that I noticed that they just want you to be extremely literal. It was after, when I was explaining it to other people, and I was like, yeah, like they want you to be like this, and I was like, oh, I just have to read that y equals mx plus b, and that's it. You know, I've always loved math, but the other part of me is like, well, like it shouldn't be that like that. I don't know. But to have faith is just to choose. Choose what side you want to be on. On the side that's going to consume your life and make you afraid of doing anything. Are you going to be fearful for the rest of your life because you don't know what to do? You don't know if this is right. Just feel into your heart. What is placed on you? What do you want for yourself in the future? What do you see for yourself? Whatever that is, now you work towards it. And it's weird because how do you explain that? How do you tell somebody that, you know, in your heart, you are meant to be a restaurant owner? Like, how do you say that? Like, you know, it's easy to you because you know that it's true. But then you hear all these naysayers. You just got to believe that whatever you have faith in, if it's in the universe or God or whatever you have faith in, even in yourself, that you are bigger. Your opinion value is more valuable than theirs. If you do share your goals with somebody and they're like, oh, well, I don't know. You believe in yourself more than whatever they say. So at the end of the day, they don't understand. They don't live your life. They don't have the same experiences as you to understand why you believe so much in yourself, you know? It's hard to believe in faith when there's no immediate evidence. You don't have anything tangible to tell you like, yes, this is going to happen. Yes, keep working towards that because it will be true. Us spiritual people, we get a little bit of numerology and we're like, yes, we're on the right path. 1111, 555, change is near. And we're like, yes, this is for me. But you're 3 years down the line. You're like, okay, 555 is not cutting it out. I need something physical that is going to keep pushing me towards it. Boom, you'll get a grant. You'll get random people asking you for this kind of help. Can you take me here? Can you teach me about this? You kind of got to get to a point where you believe in yourself so much that that's literally the only option. Like there is no other option but to do this. I feel like something that does help us with faith is the fact that we have gotten out of other situations, other dark situations, you know? I don't know, like this can't be for newborns, you know, like they haven't gone through anything that they can remember pretty much. But to those of us who have gone through our dark phase many times over and over, one thing that you can say is that you got out of it. And so having that knowledge, having that kind of reference that this too shall pass, that you did get out of it and either you were greater, it made you better, right? Can help push you towards whatever it is that you want to go to, even though that is dark, even if it seems impossible because you're like, how am I going to own this restaurant if I don't even got money to pay my gas this week? I don't even got money for freaking half the stuff that I've been saying. Like, how is this even going to happen? You got to take away the how. It comes from experience where you know that no matter what, however you try to put it, it doesn't even happen like that. You get to that point where you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but it will. And I feel like that is what faith is. It's like this weird essence. It's like love, you know, like you can't really hold it. It's not there, but it's a belief, right? And that's really all we have. It's just like all we have is our word, and our actions prove our words. You continuously work on what it is that you want. Now, don't lie to yourself, because I also feel like people will be like, oh, I'm doing everything. You're not doing everything possible. Just going to sit and say that. Take that one out the way if that's what you're thinking. But I think that when we bring our strength towards these hard situations and this time where doubt kind of like gets inside of your ideas, of your faith, it's like, well, pause. I've gone through worse and I've made it out. And if this situation is even harder than your last, just remember you thought that last situation was harder than the one that came before that. I think faith is also created through safety. I think that, I don't know, because our faith can be tested, which to be tested is to like get out of your comfort zone a little bit. But I think you can believe that it will happen for you because you believe in that more than you believe in the doubt. I think I had to create my little safe landing a little bit to have the faith that I have right now. Having the sense of security allows you to trust the process. If you feel like you're okay in your surroundings, if you feel like you're good in your four walls, you can do anything. I truly believe you can do anything when you feel safe. When you understand that no matter what is to come, it is for the best. It is for your betterment. It is for the highest for yourself. It is for you to ascend. It is for you to be better. I wrote here in my journal, believe in the unseen and take risks without fear of failure or harm. I think I was consuming myself with those around me, with their issues, and what I thought that, they weren't going to make it out or they aren't going to make it out and stuff like that because I didn't see it happening, right? And if knowing all of the things that I just said, I had to come to a point of what is going to happen to them will happen to them regardless. And it is what it is. I can't change it. As much as I try to help and enlighten people, they have to want to enlighten themselves. You have to want to be better to come and watch these videos. You know what I mean? Like, you have to want to be somebody that wants better for your life to be here. And I can't force you guys to watch these videos. I can't force my brother to do the things that I'm telling him to do for his betterment. Like, it is what it is. He's not a kid anymore. He still might be a kid to me, but he's not a kid anymore. There is never forcing anybody to do anything. They have to learn on their own. And that's what kind of builds character. That's what kind of builds your morals and the things that you believe in, is doing things on your own judgment. Breaking off of like whatever ideas and patterns that your family has put on you, testing them yourself and realizing what is true and what is not. Sure, as a parent, your parents might have told you, don't do this, don't do that. And they were right all the time. Sometimes they might have told you not to do something and you did it and it came out working better than anything they've ever expected because they are limited to their experiences and their knowledge and what they know. I have yet to be able to prove my mom wrong in anything she tells me not to do, but one day we'll get there. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here trying to, I just know that there's a lot of people in this world. A lot of my people that I know personally will tell me that their parents are stopping them from doing what they want to do. And it's like, okay, do you believe in them more than you believe in yourself? Are they going to take you out? Are they going to push you to where you want to go? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. What's bigger? You got to have faith in yourself. Our signs of progress for faith can come from anything, honestly. You can literally just sit and think about, okay, this is your goal. Where were you when you first thought about that goal, and where are you now? I promise you're 2 inches closer than you were before. I think the hardest part about faith is really letting go of control. Letting go of like, okay, well, I believe this is going to happen for me, so I have to do X, Y, Z, B, A, B, blah, 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 blah. No, you don't really have to. You do what you feel is right for you. I feel like as much as you challenge your faith, you should challenge your doubt. And I don't know why we believe the bad so much more than we believe the good. Like, why are we trained this way? Why is our brain functioned and made to believe that the bad things will happen more than the good things? I think that really sucks because it's a process to get your brain to think better. You know, those pessimists, I feel like they're more pessimists than there are optimists in this world, if I'm being honest. You run into a baddie like me, I'm so optimistic. Sometimes I scare myself. I'm like, girl, like, do you ever think? And even when something bad does happen, I'm not bad, but, you know, in a different side of what I expected, I'm just like, this is what was meant to be. I'm not afraid of it when it happens. You know, I'm more of the climb, right? So like, as we're walking to the destination that might turn out and be bad, I'm kind of afraid that it like, oh, I don't know, is this gonna happen? And if this does happen, then how am I gonna get out of it? And whatever. But it's like, babe, you're not even scared of it when it does get there. It's like, and so what? Like, we keep on moving, we keep pushing, we keep going. You know, and as many times as you gotta go through that lesson, as many times as like, obviously I share my experiences to help better yours, right? I constantly kept going through the same lesson over and over and over and over and over. It's like, how many times do people need to keep taking advantage of you for you to understand that you are good just the way that you are, that you don't need to do things for people just for you to feel loved. That's really been my biggest thing. I've been letting go and removing all of the people and the things that I feel like take out of me more than what they give to me. And I've come to realize that these people will drain you. These people will take everything from you and replace it with all their negativity, right? So I've had to realize time and time again, this person here just wants you to help them with this and do that for them. And that's just not how that works. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to not do anything for somebody if you don't want to. It's okay. Like, I don't have to do anything to make people love me. I don't have to show you that I can cook, or that I can get you a good gift, or that I can talk you through your problems. I don't have to do all of those things to get love from you. And that's been extremely difficult, because I feel like that's really been the only way that I've known how to make relationships or keep friendships and stuff. It's like, what can I offer to you? What can I give to you? And that's just not how that works. So I have faith that I will find my tribe. And as I did, and as I have been having faith that I will find the people that are like-minded to me, who won't make me feel like drained and just take everything from me. And, you know, a small sign of progress was that my last video, it got a lot of numbers, which is very rare. Most of my videos, they were like in the 30-40 views range. And now we are at like 400 something, which that to me, I'm viral. Like, what are we talking about? I'm literally viral. And that's just having faith. Keep doing what you want to do. One day, someday, it'll go to, you know, where it needs to be. Releasing those ideas, and also releasing the idea that I needed whatever these people were giving to me, and also the idea that like I won't find better, because that was kind of a thing too. It's like, well, we are limited to our experiences, right? So these are all the kind of people that I've seen. So you kind of start thinking to yourself like, well, everybody's like this. And then the universe sends you somebody and they're like, well, look, this person doesn't want anything from you. They just think you're like a cool, smart person, and they enjoy your time and they enjoy talking to you, and that's it. You don't got to do anything for them. Damn, these singles are big. Something that helps me is knowing that I have me. And to have me means I got somebody super strong. I got like a whole military behind me. And that's just myself. I can protect myself. I don't need a protector. I can defend myself. I don't need a defender. I can love myself. I don't need someone to love me. You know? Just doing all the things that you... I actually had said this in one of my first videos ever on YouTube. Somebody asked me, it was like something about love and whatever. And I was like, you just got to make sure that you know how to love yourself and do the things that you want other people to do and to do it for you. And you really got to sit and be solidified in that, because you will let go of so much from yourself to give to others, expecting them to give it back to you because you think that everybody's just the way that you are. And babe, they are not. If you guys, if I was to, I would love to just sit here and talk to you guys about the weird shadiness that goes on at my job. I could do a whole podcast episode on it. It really all started off people loving me, all of this, and now all of a sudden they're just like cold, dry, and it makes me think, like, what did I do to them? You know, I'm this nice, loving person, caring person, sweet person. That's what people would say about me. That's what I say about myself. This is what I believe about myself. And it was like they tried to tear my spirit down, and it couldn't happen. Like, I'm just me, and I am sitting in who I believe I am. There isn't anything anybody could tell me that I will believe in them. Like, maybe, maybe they could say certain things that I haven't seen for myself, and it'll kind of help me see if I am or not, but it doesn't happen often. I think keep focusing on the things that will push you out of your comfort zone, but also keep you believing in your goal. I know that I'm going to get there no matter what anybody says about what I want to do. And I believe that my family will get there as well. I won't let my fear be bigger than my faith. And take those risks, even with the fear of failure. Because what's really the worst thing that could happen, honestly? You're bound to make it. If you have a good heart, if you're doing all the right things, if you know what you're doing is for you, you're bound to get there. Realize your self-destructing habits. Don't get obsessive over the goal or the doubt. Keep your faith as strong as possible. Affirm it to yourself daily. You will be here. You are loved. You will make your goal. I know it's weird. I actually saw a really nice video on TikTok the other day. Shout out to TikTok, by the way. Honestly, like, just a little side note, I was so happy when TikTok left. Like, the morning of, I was so happy that it was gone, because I was like, wow, I can actually go and do other things and not feel like I'm not at this party that I know I need to be at. I get all my information from TikTok, even the weather. But at the same time, I was kind of happy to, like, find other things to do than to, like, acquire all this information from other people for like 3 hours a day. But those feelings, it kind of helped me realize that I do want to do other things. So, like, let's do those other things. I know that without it, I was about to, so I can do without it, start limiting my time to it a little bit more. And it's okay. I don't always got to be in the loop. I don't have a fear of missing out, but it just kind of felt like this obligation. Like, I have to lock in. I have to check in. TikTok isn't really my passion. I was trying to gain a big platform, but, like, really build a community, and I've done it there. So it's like, let me just keep working on the things that I actually want. Let me start dedicating a bit more time to the things that I actually want. I was trying to film this video a couple of days ago, and it was difficult for me because I had gotten into a really, like, crazy argument with someone that made me realize you don't do things for other people. Okay? People will try to suck you dry, drain you out of everything that you have possible for yourself. They will try to be you. They will try to emulate everything that you have. And then talk about they're not, and whatever. Like, it's weird. It's very weird, and it's just something that I'm gonna leave in the past, and that's it. And I was trying to do it, and I didn't want to bring that emotion into this video. I wanted you guys to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I know sometimes your journey might get lonely, but when you realize that you really have yourself, like, think about what life would be like for the person that you love the most without you. Oh my God, it must be so sad. They must literally want to cry every time that you're not around, honestly. Like, just imagine that. That's how you got to see it for yourself. Imagine you not being there for you. You are the bomb.com. And you deserve the world, and you deserve whatever you want. Keep your faith intact, babe. Don't let nothing come between you and your faith. Keep choosing to believe in your dream. Keep choosing to believe in yourself. Keep choosing to move forward. Stop holding yourself back with the beliefs of your past. Stop holding yourself back with the ideas that you can't. Because you can. If you can think it, you can do it. Here are some ways to release control if you are also struggling with controlling every single aspect of your life. Someone said by going to sleep. I disagree with that, but if that works for you, go ahead. I don't believe in escapism. One of the best one was accepting the current, accepting that this is what you have. This is what you can withhold. This is where you are and where you want to be. Okay, forget the past. Just understand where you are right now and do with what you can at the very moment. Someone said write and work out. I do believe in writing it down if you don't have anyone to talk to about it. If you feel better about writing things down and you can express yourself, creating that safe space, I would definitely do that. You can really see what it is that you're actually feeling when you talk about it or when you write it down. Those are your genuine thoughts. Someone said not doing anything. That's a good one because you can just sit and look around, see where you are. That one coupled with accepting the current, take a second, look at your surroundings, and then move forward. Someone said make a song. You can talk about your problems in your song, I guess. Someone said what makes you happy. I don't know if they were asking me what makes me happy or they meant to say doing what makes you happy. I would do that as well. I would do something that would help you understand why you're going to do what you want to do. Why is that your goal? Why keep your faith? Someone said let go and let God. I think in us letting go, that's really the whole point of what we're trying to do. How do we let go? But to understand that somebody else is gonna take over, God is gonna take over and do what needs to happen. If that works for you, that works for you. Someone said journaling what you'd like to control while being aware that you are not able to control it. True. Write about why you feel like you don't have any control over what it is that you want to control. By telling myself some things are just out of my control, I'm not God. That's true. But then you have certain people like me who I believe that God has given me all the tools that I need to do the things that I need to get done. And it's I know I can do it. Maybe I'm being lazy. Maybe I'm not working hard enough. You get all of those questions. So I don't really think that that's good advice. But someone said this is a hard question, which it is a hard question, but that's what we're here for. We're here to help us all understand how to move forward best in our lives. Someone said dance or create. Whatever you can do to help you feel a little bit stronger in dealing with your problem, right? When you come out of the gym, you feel like you can take on the world, right? But before, it's damn, I gotta go to the gym. So maybe go to the gym, then come back and look at your problem and be like, oh, I can do it like this, I can do it like that. Let it go, take it out of your mind for a little bit. Don't think about it. Just go do something that you know you're good at. Build up your confidence with something that you're good at. If you're good at making macaroni and cheese, make that mac and cheese, girl. Feel good about yourself. Because when you feel good about yourself, you can make better decisions for yourself. You're not going to make a good decision for yourself if you believe that you are stupid, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't have the tools, whatever. When you go do something that you know you're good at, who can take anything away from you? You just passed this exam. Go do something else, Knowing you are in alignment with everything regardless of what is, and being patient also. I love that one. I like it a lot because damn, y'all didn't like that one? Sorry. That thing came crashing down. Yeah, to know that you're in alignment with everything is to know that you've done the best that you can. Right? Because I'm not talking about you haven't done anything towards your goal and you think that it's just going to happen out of nowhere. That's not what I mean. I just mean that you have planted seeds and you know that you've done the best with what you got to get to where you want to be. And now you can take a pause. Sure. Yes. So knowing you're in alignment, And also being patient, things will come at their time. You're not ready for it right now. If you want something to happen right now, you're not ready for it. Someone said I'm going to DR and relaxing. I don't know what that means. Realizing where you're at and understanding what you need to do to upgrade. Yeah, take a second, look around, figure out what it is that you need to do. Someone very intelligent said, by listening to music and letting my mind go free. That's true. Let your mind work itself. See how far it takes you, Sometimes, the best advice that you can get, like when you have a song stuck in your head, it's about you're sitting there, the song is just playing that one specific part. Sometimes I believe that that's very important for you to have like a specific part of a song, because it might help you realize something that you're feeling. So whenever you do have that, I would look into it a little bit further. But the best advice that you can get for that is to sing the ending of that song and it'll close out in your brain. So kind of when you let your mind go as far as it wants to, right, with all the negativity, all of the things, whatever, let it get as far as it will. Then you say, then what? Now what? See where it got you, right? See if it was maybe something that you were overlooking in a decision that you wanted to do, but take it as far as you can. Let your mind go free. Let your mind do what it does. Observe it and then move on. I will leave you with that, my guys. What's up, if you guys watch the guy from The Grinch, he's in Florida in Universal, and he was like, what's up, my guy? So cute. I love that guy. Anyways, I thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, you. I'm looking at you. Exactly. Did you comment? Comment. Thank you. I'm happy to have all of you guys here. It warms my heart. I will see you and you in the back soon. Like, I'm genuinely trying not to frown, but my eyes are doing that on their own. I love you. And you're bigger than doubt.